Hello there, my friend, and welcome back, and welcome to Book of the Month time over on the channel. If you are completely new to Book of the Month and you're trying to figure out if this book subscription is right for you, I do have an entire playlist linked down below for you in the description box to check out after today's video. Book of the Month is mainly a monthly book subscription box, and they recently meaning this year, changed the way that they do their pricing. So it all depends on how long you've been with Book of the Month, how many books you choose to get. I think if you get books or audiobooks, they've added audiobooks to their listings. They just don't make for the greatest videos, so that's why I've never gotten any audiobooks with Book of the Month, but it's too involved for me to list out a set price for you. So in the description box, I will also be linking the Book of the Month website for you, so you can go and see what all their plans are and see which plan is right for you or right to give as a gift. Before we get into the August books, let me talk about my July books, The First Ladies by Marie Benedict and Victoria Christopher Murray. If you do want to know more about this historical fiction book, definitely check out last month's video. I gave The First Ladies a 4 out of 5. I really did like the book. I thought that it moved a lot quicker, not to compare books, but these are the same authors who co-wrote The Personal Librarian. And I liked that book, liked this book. I found that The First Ladies, though, did move a lot quicker. The thing that kept me from ranking it a 5 out of 5, some of the dialogue in here seemed really forced, and I know that it was supposed to, let me double check those. Yes, the 20s. So it goes from the 20s all the way through the 40s. So I know like patterns of speaking were different than they are today, but it just seemed like, I don't know, like conversations regular real people would never actually have, like the way that they were talking in this book. So because of that, I found like here and there, I sort of lost interest in certain parts of the books. But overall, if you like historical fiction and or you like books with powerful women as the main character and female friendships or just friendships in general, I do definitely think you would enjoy this book. The Book of the Month choices for August are
Vampires of El Norte, None of This Is True, Shark Heart, A Love Story, Family Lore, The Many Lives of Mama Love, and Happiness Falls.
I ended up choosing 2 of them. So one is my regular book, and then I added an add-on. If I'm not mistaken, my add-on's at the level that I'm at, which is, this is my 13th box I've shipped with them. That is, I think my add-on was $11.99. Still definitely much cheaper than the cover price of the hardcover book, but those add-ons definitely have gone up in price. Speaking of add-ons, if you did watch my last video, that made 12 months where we were BFFs, and I was supposed to get a tote bag with that as well as a birthday credit for a book. And July was my birthday month. I didn't get the tote bag, and someone recommended that I email Book of the Month support, and I haven't yet, but I will now. That was a great idea. Thank you so much for mentioning that. I didn't realize that I could do that. I wanted to wait and see if they were just behind a little bit to see if I would get that credit. I know that July is not August, but just to see if I would get that credit just the month later, and if they were going to ship out that tote bag a month later, which neither happened. So we'll definitely email them now, and I'll let you know in the next video what they said, if that issue was resolved or not. And my actual choice book of the month is a horror book. They have nearly every month thriller selections, but they hardly ever have horror selections. So this is Vampires of El Norte. Is that how you pronounce it? Vampires of the North. It's written by Isabel Cañas. A little synopsis of the book. As the daughter of a rancher in 1840s Mexico, Nina knows a thing or two about the monsters. Her home has long been threatened by tensions with Anglo settlers from the north. But something more sinister lurks near the ranch at night. Something that drains men of their blood and leaves them for dead. Something that once attacked Nina 9 years ago. Believing Nina died, Nestor has been on the run from his grief ever since, moving from ranch to ranch, working as a vaquero. But no amount of drink can dispel the night terrors of sharp teeth. No woman can erase his childhood sweetheart from his mind. When the United States invades Mexico in 1846, the two are brought abruptly together on the road to war. Nina as a curandera, a healer striving to prove her worth to her father so that he does not have to marry her off to a stranger, and Nestor as a member of the auxiliary cavalry of ranchers and vaqueros. But the shock of their reunion and Nina's rage at Nestor for seemingly abandoning her long ago, it's quickly overshadowed by the appearance of Nightmare Made Flesh. Unless Nina and Nestor can work through their past and face the future together, neither will survive to see the dawn. I fully expect to be chilled down to my very soul with this book. And the add-on I chose, not specifically for the cover art, yes, specifically for the cover art, but the actual story sounded good, is Family Lore. Look at this. The font, the chair, the flower, everything. Family Lore is written by Elizabeth Acevedo. And just for reference, this book, the hardcover, like if I'd go to Barnes & Noble and pick it up, retails for $30. So I got it for $12 plus a little tax. So like I said, the add-on prices have gone up. Like it's going to keep me from, I used to get like 2 to 3 add-ons, like whatever the add-on max was at the time. I used to get that. Definitely wouldn't, unless I had a credit through, someone subscribing via my link. I definitely don't think I would add more than 1 add-on per month. But overall, I do still feel like the add-ons are at a moderately good price. So Family Lore is the story of one Dominican American family told through the voices of its women as they await a gathering that will forever change their lives. Flor has a gift. She can predict to the day when someone will die. So when she decides she wants a living wake, a party to bring her family and community together to celebrate the long life she's led, her sisters are surprised. Has Flor foreseen her own death or someone else's? Does she have other motives? She refuses to tell her sisters, Mathilde or Matai, Pastora, and Camilla. But Flor isn't the only person with secrets. Her sisters are hiding things too. And the next generations, cousins Ona and Yadi, face tumult of their own. Spanning the 3 days prior to the wake, Family Lore traces the lives of each of the Mate women, weaving together past and present, Santo Domingo and New York City. This is a portrait of sisters and cousins, aunts and nieces, one family's journey through their history, helping them to navigate all that is to come. And because it's who I am, reading that, I'm pretty sure that I will cry at some point in reading this book. I am going to be adding these 2 Book of the Month books to my TBR list. My whole TBR list for August is actually going to be in a vlog that I think is going to come out after this one. I'll link it for you up in the cards and down below, though, once it does come out. If you want to see what that entire TBR list is, I will put these as a priority because in September, gosh, the year's going so quickly. In September, if I do decide to pick out a book, if I don't decide to skip a month or something like that, I will, of course, be reviewing these 2 books. If you do subscribe to Book of the Month, let us know in the comments down below what book or books you picked for August. And if you don't, just let us know, what have you been reading lately? I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your day with me. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you real soon.